More than 2 teams at best.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I actually just stumbled upon a really interesting article on ProBasketballTalk.com in regards to Allen Iverson and just his off the court dealings. If anybody's followed Allen Iverson's career post basketball, we know that AI has always lived a flashy lifestyle in the club, popping bottles, buying clothes. He's lived a lifestyle as flashy as his game was on the court. And while that is amazing in moderation, and I mean, who wouldn't want to live like that all the time? There's been reports, there has been, many news articles about Iverson being broke, born broke, and this article I'm reading on Pro Basketball Talk, today, that came out pretty much, I think, today, it basically states that Iverson has to pay this jewelry store $850,000 for stuff he received, and they needed to go into his banking account. So, in most situations, if somebody says, they need $850,000 from you because you got some stuff from a jewelry store, I guess for free or whatever the case was, your whole world will be turned upside down. You wouldn't know what to do. But, this is Allen Iverson talking about. This was a guy that was once the face of the league and one of the biggest ambassadors for basketball. And, he had money. He's blown a lot of it, but he, because someone that was a friend of his, somebody in his inner circle, if you will, was smart enough to know that Iverson would burn all the money he had if it was given it to him. He structured it in a way where Iverson will never lose his money. Well, Iverson will have his money for however as long he lives, and it's very interesting. So I'm gonna run through it real quick. This is what it says in the article. So here's what I'm reading it to you now. Here's what it says: a person with a firm grip on the situation informs me that Iverson has a bank account worth $32 million. A principal he is prohibited from touching until 55. In the meantime, it feeds him $1 million annually. At 45 years old, Allen Iverson is eligible to start drawing on an NBA pension that maxes out at 10 years of active duty, or take whatever is there as a lump sum. He will be entitled roughly $8,000 per month. If at all possible, Iverson will issue a restraining order against himself until he's 62 or so. At that time, I'm told his lump sum will be between $1.5 million and $1.8 million, or he can elect to take monthly checks of approximately $14,000. So, I am not a financial expert, okay? I don't know nothing about finances. I'm a young 20-year-old dude. But what this article is saying is basically that, okay, Iverson had $32 million from his Reebok contracts. And if he was given that money, knowing, if you've ever just followed AI on Instagram and you know a little bit about AI, this dude, buys clothes like crazy. This guy goes to the club all the time. He's very, very, flashy guy. Lives an extravagant lifestyle. And to be honest, if I had that kind of money, I probably would too. But somebody knew that he would run through that money like nothing. So they said, okay, in advance before anything, got too out of control. He basically said, okay, AI, you can't touch this $32 million until you're 55 years old. So I'm gonna give you. We're gonna structure it in a way where you're getting your $1 million a year. So he's gonna get $1 million a year from the $32 million, and then but when he turns 45, so like right now he's not 45, obviously he's just not too far away from playing the game of basketball in the NBA. Right now, Allen Iverson is actually he is the age of 39. So in 6 years, when he's 45, he'll be able to start getting a pension from the NBA. And that pension will be 10 years The pension will last roughly 10 years. And then, you know, he's going to basically get, from what it says here at least, he'll be basically getting, where is it? $8,000 per month. So he'll get his $8,000 per month. You know, you do the math. That's 80 grand. Oh no, that's so about 84 grand a year. So that's not bad. You know, it's not bad from a pension. And then, you know, when he's 62, you know, that pension kind of increases and matures. I believe that's what it's saying here. And then, you know, he can go from getting 8,000 per month to 14,000 per month. So someone structured this in a way where AI is not going to hurt himself, and he saved AI from basically, you know, not becoming one of those dudes you see on like the ESPN 30 for 30 film, Broke. You know that film that came out, I think it was 2 years ago. It's called Broke, and chronicled a lot of athletes that went broke because of the extravagant lifestyles they were living and all the people they were supporting. Well, AI, the way everything's been structured, he's good according to this article. He's fine, and you know, AI is not gonna go broke. So if you were ever worried about AI and, you know, his extravagant lifestyle and whatnot and how he was living, that's the way it was set up. So let me know what you guys think about, you know, just the way this is all set up. I'm gonna leave it down there. I'm not sure if I broke that down correctly, so I'm gonna leave it down there. And if anybody who's more financially literate can break down maybe some of the errors I made in this video, you know, leave a comment down below. But the link will be in the description, and we will definitely talk about this interesting article, this interesting, you know, the topic as in regards to AI and the Reebok fund is what it was called, the $32 million account they were talking about. So leave them down below. Let me know what you think, and subscribe.